Dark Souls! 90% of this game has no music at all, which means when Sakuraba's music finally shows up, it hits like a freaking freight train. This has gotta be arguably one of the most disciplined scores in a video game. I'm Seth!
I'm Rhett. We're brothers. We're composers from Paper Wings Music. I've played the game, Seth has not, and today we're just reacting to what the music makes us feel and discussing why.
So this was originally released in 2011, music by Motoi Sakuraba, the legend behind OSTs such as the Tales of series, Star Ocean, and Valkyrie Profile, just to name a few. He claims that at the time this was his darkest work so far. Also, Yuji Takanouchi, the sound designer, was actually the composer of the first track we're going to listen to, Souls of Fire.
Sonically, the score is medieval, choral, horror meets late romantic orchestral bombast. But the key to understanding it is restraint. Sakuraba only writes where the silence would break you.
Cue the score!
Cue the score! Okay, so we are going through 11 tracks. Souls of Fire, Great Grey Wolf Sith, ORNSTEIN and SMOUGH, Four Kings, FIRELINK Shrine, Sanctuary Guardian, Knight Artorias, SEATH the Scaleless, GRAVELORD NITO, GWYN, Lord of CINDER, and Nameless Song, Souls of Fire.
It's nice.
Super soft choir in the back. Almost just, it's more like a pad.
Yeah. Got a little shimmering back there. For a
Almost
very
like
dark
chimes.
game, this is an interesting title sequence. Very relaxing.
Yeah. The progression of the harp, though, is just, it's easy to drift off to. This is definitely one of those that you put on an extended loop and just
listen to, yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm getting such, for myself, every time I booted up the game, I'm getting such, like, nostalgia.
Yeah, there's really not much going on. You have that harp, you have that shimmering, and then you have a low pad in the background.
But that low pad, like, it is changing and progressing. Slightly darker here or there, depending on what chord it is. Yeah. There is so much, like, wonder and possibilities that this song gives you.
Yeah. And there's certain moments where it just have the faintest, it almost sounds like a slight choir that comes in.
But yeah, like before, it's like, it's so pad-like.
Ooh. Now we just got a little... Uh-oh! Oh, that bell is nice.
Ding! That bell. And then that transition into this part. Oh, that was a really nice opening up. And tremolo, like, it's not like going straight into another completely, like, other feeling, but
yeah.
Without a lot going on, there's still so much more going on now.
Yeah. Yeah, that tremolo that comes in, it really gives kind of an off-kilter quality that you're just makes you slightly uncomfortable.
and makes things kind of have a grandness too.
Yeah. This feels very intimate.
But it's interesting, each time those tremolos come in, there's a bell first.
Yeah.
Which is almost like bell goes, that means it's time. And then the anxiety goes in because, oh, you have to go now.
The timing is...
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that too. There's a one part that sends you off.
It's like there's a split timing in there somewhere.
It's like 8 and 6.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd count that, but it seemed like it was 8 and 6.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh.
new.
That whole last half is like... It's not threatening, but it doesn't feel safe either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't get too comfortable, right?
We're about to get a lot darker.
Yeah. And how I was saying, like, for some reason, this song makes me feel like unlimited possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant that more as like what the story can give, what the, what's going to be around every corner, in a sense.
Yeah.
But actually, now come to think of it, title sequence is not really the best description of this, because actually, if I remember correctly, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but you have the title, you hit start, then once you start creating your character, that's when this pops in. And so this is all going when you're spending 2 hours. No, wrong eyebrow. No, which then you have a helmet anyways. You never see your face. So limitless possibilities. It's real sandbox of an adventure.
Yeah, and I feel like that irregular time signature, it really kind of creates this specific disorientation effect, where it's like you're trying to find a pulse, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Yeah.
There's like 2 notes that's like dun 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 bum bum dun dun. Like it just sends you off slightly where you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting it to be there.
Yeah. Very cool. I like that a lot.
Okay, next we are on Great Grey Wolf, SIF.
Okay. Very strong choir here.
I like that slight, what's it called? Harpsichord in the back.
Yeah, it's really interesting because it just comes in strong, right? And then it kind of dies out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that interesting?
I like that a lot.
Like it's almost like going from like dire to like slightly whimsical. And now more with that harpsichord types of sound.
Yeah.
More aristocratic. Male voices.
Yeah. That was kind of interesting, that solo male voice right before the rest of the choir comes in.
Mm-hmm. I love that timpani. Yeah, got some really good gothic kind of sounding stuff. This is actually, for some reason in my memory, I remember this soundtrack being more like, let's say, just medieval rather than kind of gothic.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a lot of like kind of Dracula-esque, Nosferatu.
Yeah, very dark gothic. The interplay between instruments is really neat. Very, very cool. You'll have like this cello or violin playing, and then you'll have this wind instrument going, and it's really, really cool.
Yeah, I think it's giving a good balance of like, this is a formidable foe.
Yeah.
But there's some kind of drama behind it. I don't feel like this is like, you are just my enemy. I feel like there's a deeper story to it that has some sorrow to it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so cool.
It's interesting for being a dark, the string texture here almost feels warmer and more legato, than you'd think it would.
Yeah.
But it really gives, there's no staccato aggression that, many themes have. It's just kind of sustained grief.
Yeah. And so now to give you to kind of tell you what this is, like, now that you've kind of guessed a bit, you're actually fighting this huge giant-sized wolf with a sword in his mouth.
Okay.
It's pretty epic. I feel like this is one of my first big boss battles that I encountered, that I found.
Very cool.
Yeah, so cool. And also very cool to note that he's holding a specific sword in his mouth. And as vinyl lovers, this is a soundtrack that I don't have yet. I have a bunch of other ones, but not the Dark Souls one. And I'm super jealous that I don't have it yet.
Yeah, there's just something about this music that just sounds so good on vinyl. And not only that, it's just so cool to be able to have to display as an art piece, put it on your wall, put it on your desk, whatever. Check out the links below. There's a link to the Dark Souls 1 vinyl, as well as a link to all three together. Totally awesome. Do it.
Okay, next is ORNSTEIN and SMOUGH.
Another one just starts. That choir really driving this piece.
Yeah. There's such a pulse in this one as opposed to the last one, boom, pushing forward. Drums are going, percussion, pum, 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 and those brass, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom.
that little brass that just came in the last section.
I love that. That's not just like a normal pipe organ. It's got that kind of like flute setting on it that gives a little bit of, so cool.
I like the two themes playing over top of each other here.
Yeah.
It works really well.
Yeah, I think we're way more on the kind of bombastic, heroic kind of vibe here with the brass and everything.
Yep, definitely.
As opposed to just grief. Oh, look at that trumpet or maybe
That's
French
so cool.
horn.
Very much almost a fanfare vibe here.
Yeah,
Cool.
for sure.
Although we just got real dark here.
It's interesting. A lot of the choral elements in this, the voices,
Yeah.
are like single voices a lot. Even if there's like 4 singers, it's like you can hear distinct voices rather than
Yeah.
a rough choir.
Yeah, it's definitely not a huge choir coming in.
Which probably has to do with budget. It
Yeah,
being
that could
Dark
be.
Souls 1.
Definitely getting some uneasiness here.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's building and it's rising to this like, can we do it? It has a real like, it does a really good job at being like, we're nearing the end, the turn of the battle, and you know, it really feels like you fought the beginning part, and now the battle has just taken a turn into a more heightened state.
Yeah. It's what's interesting about this. This is completely orchestral, right? With that choir coming in as well. But it gives this very prog rock feel without the traditional drum set and without the electric guitar. You know what I mean?
I totally get what you mean. Yeah, it's almost like if you just put like a drum kit and an electric guitar, like it's almost you almost wouldn't tell a difference.
Yeah.
You know, because the style is very that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Very interesting.
That's cool. This also was like one of my first boss battles when it's actually in like a castle setting, in like a building setting.
Yeah.
And man, it sucked because it's also 2 bosses in one that you have to fight at the same time. Managing that was a disaster.
Yeah. I think what else is interesting about this track is you kind of get these 2 emotions that combine. You kind of have this exhilaration of the track, but it also, there's a humility to it, which is kind of a weird mix. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Now that you've said that, and I can, you know, I am waiting for you to kind of make your guesses, and then I reveal a little bit more later.
Yeah.
They're both like a pair of knights, companions. One is like lightning fast, and one is a big tanky, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like that duality in the music, I feel like that heavy bum, bum, bum is more like the heavy bruiser.
Yeah.
And then kind of more of that regalness that comes in between is like the other, you know, the other soldier. It's very interesting.
Interesting. Very cool.
Yeah, I hate them.
I hate them.
Next is 4 Kings. Immediately have a darker, more dangerous, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. I like those strings. It just feels dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I meant, is that those high strings, the use of high strings in this, both fast and the sweeping melody, gives that dangerous, almost like spider-like. Yeah, a little bit more into the horror on this one. And the male choir sounds like the voices of hell.
Yeah. Again, we just have a couple voices in there. You know, it's not a huge choir, it's just a couple, which in turn makes it feel very intimate and personal. That low brass, giving it so much weight.
It almost, ooh, that's a little bit of a cool jazzy part.
Yeah.
With some different rhythms and
The percussion's interesting here too because it is driving it, but not so much as a lot of other hype tracks. It feels more grounding.
You know what I'm getting is like, I feel this is like music for like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
This is their arrival.
Yeah, it's like, this is things that once may have been holy, but they're not anymore. Corruption is a thick layer that's covered this land or whatever.
And with that grounding percussion, I feel like that marching towards you, you know?
Yeah. Those strings feel frantic.
But oh, I don't know if you heard that. It was very light as it was fading out.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Ooh, that's nice.
Man.
Yeah, very different vibe now.
Yeah.
Actually, each one has been very different vibe. We've gone from like grief kind of to this kind of more heroic, bombastic piece, and now stepping kind of in more horror vibes here.
Yeah, very interesting. I could see just imagining to myself with knowing that there's so much silence in this game that all of a sudden these bombastic tracks just start. There's no easing into it. Just bam. You're just like, okay, here we go.
Whenever you see a fog door, there's always a fog door before boss battles.
Okay.
And so there's a gateway, and like you have to press the button to enter through the fog door. And whenever you see that, you know, crap, here we go. Here we go. And then you walk through, and there's usually like a sound to it, like whoosh, and then yeah. And it's not great.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
But it's interesting that you said something that once might have been holy, now not corrupted or something like that.
Yeah.
These are actually 4 fallen lieutenants corrupted by the abyss.
Okay.
So this like kind of horseman of the apocalypse coming back, this kind of once holy, like you said, corrupted. It was actually... That was a good call, man.
Nice. That's awesome.
And I almost feel like when the choir was going and you hear those voices, I almost feel like maybe they chose 4 male voices, you know, as those voices from hell being those 4 lieutenants, you know?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I think that's the cool thing about music and OSTs and things like that is the fact that it is subjective. Everybody has the opportunity to gain something different from it as they listen.
Yeah. I mean, many times people have either said, oh, you guys, you know, really hit the nail on the head for us, or you guys got it so wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, I love it. We get it. If we got it wrong for what you interpreted it, that's so cool to know that you interpret it in such a different way.
Yeah.
So next we have FIRELINK Shrine, arguably a track that you'll hear the most.
Much more ambient.
And really it's just the strings, and at the beginning of each, that like timpani or that percussion, just boom.
You have a slight doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, and the harp is just... uneasy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a weird mix of like, okay, this is nicer, but dangerous still.
Yeah. This, oh my gosh, this is so well done being an ambient track, because you stop noticing that it's doing its job. Right? It just gets you into that place, into that world, wherever you are, without calling attention to itself, and you just feel it.
Yeah. This is the cool part too. They got a little bit more gentle and introduce like a Celeste or something. Celeste for that music box kind of sound.
Yeah.
So it's almost like we're in a sweeter part.
It's interesting because it kind of has this circular motion. It loops, but it never resolves. It always ends on just like a and then we start over again.
Yeah, it's like it's designed to recede and let the player think and not like demand attention. Yeah, I think one of the best ambient songs in a lot of video games.
Yeah, very cool.
Dang. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's like, it's not quite relief. You feel like you're safe for the moment, but you're not okay.
Not at all. For reals, man.
Really interesting.
And so before I tell you, care to guess? I think you're pretty much there, but care to guess what this is used for? I mean, title's pretty...
Yeah, I mean, this feels like you're in some stage of momentary relief. Like, I mean, it says shrine, so this is, some kind of holy place, or once holy place, giving you a momentary relief before you go back out into the darkness and battle more demons or whatever.
I mean, that's it. It's yeah. You're literally at this little bonfire, called the FireLink Shrine, and whenever you're at a bonfire, you're safe. This particular one is like your main first one, but it's interesting also because like at this specific one, where you're like basically like, okay, go. You have options. You could go that way. You can go down. You could go that way. You have like multiple options to go. And there's also this dude sitting there. And he's like, you can talk to him and he seems pretty friendly. But at the same time, the way he talks is so creepy. Where you're like, man, I don't trust you at all. And you walk behind and down like a little bit of a slope. And then you find this woman behind bars in this like little bit of a cave prison. Is it a woman, or I feel like there's a woman or there's a dude in there. I forget, but there's somebody. So it's just like this, like you're safe, but like somebody behind me down there. There's somebody right there, and they seem friendly, but something's behind what they're saying.
Something's not right. Well, and it's interesting too because there's almost a feeling of loneliness too in the music, that you're on this quest and you're all alone with no help.
Yeah. Okay, next is Sanctuary Garden. This one's from the DLC. Oh, that rumble, that.
The choir feels much bigger here.
Yeah. This sounds like you have encountered something.
Something bad. I mean,
that's
you
been
have a
sleeping.
sense of danger, especially with those drums and that brass. Dun dun.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a, okay, we've come together for this duel, or, you know, or we meet again. This is like, oh, crap.
It's like, oh, here we go.
I have
That
to
first
deal
part,
with this.
the drums and the brass, almost gives off like a Jaws-like feeling.
Uh-huh.
Do you think about the Jaws theme song?
Yeah. Yeah, a bit more animalistic, right?
Yeah. Ooh, those strings.
The choir is used much more for melodic purposes here rather
Yeah.
than kind of like character-driven stuff. Oh, that's a cool brass progression.
Yeah.
Oh, nice chanting.
The choir chanting. So cool.
Yeah, going back and forth between that brass progression and some chanting or percussion hits. Oh,
Yeah, I love what you said about the choir. It's so true. They're not just punctuating here. It's really carrying actual melodic content.
Yes. Oh, listen to those high strings.
This is very active. So much going on. It feels brighter while still being dark. It's very internally complex.
Agreed.
Very, very cool.
I wonder if, since this is DLC, I wonder if after the success of the release, they were able to like get a little cash and like unleash him just a little bit more.
Yeah. For being a sanctuary garden, this doesn't feel like a sanctuary. This feels
For reals.
immediately dangerous. There's a particular tension of, oh, this is not going to be good. There's definitely a sense of dread here.
Okay, next is Knight Artorias, which is, other than the main character in a specific armor set, this is kind of the most recognizable image of the game, I think.
Oh. Those basses. Such weight.
I feel like this has more to tell than, say, the Sanctuary Guardian.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a holiness to it.
Yeah, those bells do a good job of that.
Yeah, there's like a feared respect.
I like that.
This is such a complex mix of emotions right here, too.
Oh.
Look at that low growl.
You got those strings coming in, just making you feel even more unease.
It's like, I feel like it's somebody so jaded, so over it, you know, to the point where it's like, don't bother me or I'm gonna snap on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and it's interesting too because you almost feel sorry. You feel a certain kind of sorrow for the enemy that you're destroying.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost like a nobility to it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's so cool. He's so cool, man. Yeah, I think you did well, and that, like, you're not necessarily happy about this fight, you know?
Yeah. You're doing it because you have to. I love those short stabs. Interesting. Everything goes out there, and you just have those stabs of the strings.
Mm-hmm. You know what's interesting to me? This soundtrack so far, we're kind of reliving it here, and we've done some of the Elden Ring stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like the OSTs have become a lot more focused on their purposes.
Mm-hmm.
This, I feel like, is way more multi-layered in the emotions and different kind of, well, layers of a character.
Yeah.
Oh, so
That's
freaking
cool. It feels very sophisticated
Mm-hmm.
in the instruments and the conversations between the instruments and how they interact with each other.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I really feel like they might have like figured out a formula throughout. That's a great formula, obviously, but I feel like there was a lot of chances taken in these tracks.
Mhm.
Like let's try some stuff, man, and see if it works. And I feel like they really hit some gold there in their risk taking.
Yeah. And it, this track is so different than everything that we've heard so far. It really kind of recontextualizes what we've heard so far and kind of adds this layer of devastating irony.
Devastating irony. Bro, if you knew. Yeah, so remember I mentioned a sword earlier.
Yes, that's right.
So Sif's sword is actually Artorias' sword.
Okay.
Artorias was one of GWYN's, high knights who sacrificed himself to the abyss to save his companion, Sith, the wolf giant.
Okay.
So assumingly I guess he left his sword with the dog.
With the dog.
But he's such a cool character where he's done bad things, but he's also done honorable things, and he sacrificed himself, and he has this connection with the gray wolf, and that's just so cool.
That's cool. Would it be weird when you say with the dog to have that clip from the internet pop up? Can I pet the dog?
Yeah, the dog. It's like, that's a bear,
That
bro.
is not a dog.
It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
As a side story that was connected to the main story, it's like one of the most intriguing narratives in the whole thing for me.
Yeah. Very cool.
So next we are at SEATH, the Scaleless. I really like that xylophone-esque, like, it's so bone-like.
Yeah. I was just thinking that too.
That's more like the Jaws stuff that you're talking about earlier.
Yeah.
This seems like prowling. This seems like stalking.
Yeah. It's dangerous. This leaves bones everywhere it goes. Destruction.
This was an epic moment when I made it to this battle.
Yeah. The choir feels so uneasy here. It just contributes this dissonant clusters.
Oh my gosh, and that xylophone progression just went on and on.
Oh, it feels like spiders.
Yeah, that's so good.
Just
like
creepy and crawling.
on a harp, I think it is.
I think those are strings plucking.
Could be.
This feels unstable.
And I like, unstable, and I like how the voices are like, kind of like trailing down, circling the gutter.
Yeah. There's no constant harmonic destination here. It's just kind of chaos. Yeah. It's all over the place. There's like a madness to it. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's very chaotic, but it works in this context.
Definitely, it feels frantic. The music gives this feeling of like it has nowhere to go, but it's still trying to find somewhere. Yeah.
I feel like it's got a pretty cool balance between like animalistic prowling, that Jaws feel that you kind of said, but also mixed with a heavy dose of madness.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost disturbing. In a way. I don't know. Very cool. But at the same time, there's an intelligence behind it.
Yeah, that's so interesting. SEATH is a dragon who betrayed his own kind. And he kind of like entered into madness after that, and he technically can't die. So
okay.
yeah. So like it's something you hear about throughout the game, and then finally when I got there, because I got there pretty late, I was like, "This is him! Holy crap!"
Like, oh man! Nice.
It's pretty wicked. Okay, and this is one of my favorite tracks right here. This is GRAVELORD NITO. Also, our other brother Brock, as soon as he finished this boss, he messaged me right away and said, "Dude, listen to this track. It is amazing."
Nice. Whoa. This feels dark.
Coming out of the darkness. Coming out. Oh gosh, it's so good.
This feels very like necromantic.
Then that melody right there. Boom. Or that motif.
Yeah, this just feels like we're dealing with the dead here. Very ghostly.
You're right? Isn't that sick? And with that kind of harpsichordish.
Very uneasy. Ooh.
Yeah, those percussion hits as well. Very like, I don't know. It's not anvil, it's not metallic, but that large clunk clap.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's almost like you're taking a whole like door, like two doors.
This feels like it's not trying to excite you. it's threat. It's like informing you that death has already happened and you're just visiting here.
Yeah. I feel like it's like, I'll bring you down with me.
Yeah.
The weight of it, man. There's so much weight in everything between the choir, boom, boom, and those percussion hits and the low brass and strings.
Yeah. It's interesting because, like you said, that weight, it doesn't necessarily build, it just accumulates that weight.
Back to the main theme there.
That choir moves very much in parallel with everything rather than independently here.
Yeah, for sure.
It almost creates like this immovable quality.
Yeah, and the frequencies in general are not very high. Most of the frequencies are pretty low.
Yeah, very low and in the mid-range.
So freaking cool, man.
Whoa, it's intense.
That, like, in the name, Gravelord NITO alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, talk about matching the ear to the eye.
Yeah, I mean, this feels ancient. This is dark. This is ghostly, deathly. It predates human history. I mean, this is an ancient place that's just, you don't want to be here.
Yeah. And one of the most epic parts of the whole thing is the beginning. It doesn't just go straight to bomb. It starts very like, oh crap, what is this?
Yeah.
Has a softer, more haunting vibe.
Yeah.
And the way that he comes out, because you go in and then you just see bones everywhere.
Yeah.
And you just see darkness off in the back. And he just very slowly, he's a massive, he very slowly comes out of the darkness and creeps out. And you just see he is an entire entity of bones creating his structure with like
That's
a
awesome.
wispy black, like ripped up cloak kind of deal.
Yeah.
And yeah, just the entrance, how he just like slides out into the light, and you're like,
It's like, oh,
crap.
Here we go.
And then once the main theme, that bam, 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 Gravelord NITO. Oh man, it was epic.
That's awesome.
Okay, second to last, we are at GWYN, Lord of Cinder.
Oh, interesting. Solo piano.
Yeah, this was such a good choice. So interesting because of the left hand on the piano, bump, 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 bump. It's just adding, it's chock full of story and grief and pain packed into this seemingly softer piece.
Yeah. It feels very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for reals. And I think in a way vulnerable for him. He's almost like, seems like hard, like he don't get many visitors.
Yeah.
I would say probably the best word I could think of this whole situation is poignant.
Yeah.
Yeah, very like poetic, I would say.
It almost feels like, it's interesting because just being piano, there's a silence where you would think the orchestra should be.
Yeah.
But it's like that absence, you almost feel it physically.
Yes.
Especially after everything that we've listened to before that.
Yeah. And we've talked about this in previous videos, how sometimes when you're getting to the end, I don't think it's a secret that this is like near the end here. We've been talking about GWYN, the Lord, you know, with all his lieutenants and stuff. Most of the time, you build to this bombastic finish.
Yeah.
Which gives shock and awe. But when you take it back to something like this, there's like, it took your breath away, shock and awe. Like, you know, it's like you look up and like a bomb drops. And the silence of the bomb dropping, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just the emotional shock of like Oppenheimer, actually.
Yeah.
So cool. Because it sounds epic.
Yeah.
Right? But it's just piano.
Those low piano notes are what's giving this weight.
Gut-wrenching. Okay, so now our last song is titled Nameless Song, featuring Emmy Evans.
Interesting coming in a cappella there.
Very haunting. Little chimes.
Harp. Ooh.
This is interesting. That note almost begged a question.
Yeah. Those strings coming in very gently.
I think she did something in Near as well. The singer.
Oh, yeah.
It's the melody that they came up with is so good. Like, I know sometimes like, yeah, melody, but like when sometimes you just create such a melody that does all the work for the rest of the song.
Yeah.
And this is one.
That cello that came in there was really, really cool. It's very intimate.
Yeah. It's heavy. It's so heavy.
Her voice feels very restrained.
Yeah, she's right in that sweet spot where she's not like completely underdoing, but she's not belting it out. It's just smooth.
Yeah. It's interesting
Easy.
because it sounds, it's not necessarily warm, and it's not really comforting either, but it feels very exposed.
Yeah, that's a really good way of saying it. It's exposed. Can't hide. We'll say can't hide any longer. And now you have a whole section here with just orchestral elements now.
Yeah.
Now that she's done all of this pre-exposition stuff.
Yeah, it's also interesting. There's no words. It's just ahs.
Yeah. Which begs a little bit more of less of she's trying to tell a bunch of story, and more like she's trying to portray a state of being.
Yeah.
In this moment. This is where I am right now.
Yeah. It's interesting too because her singing here is very breathless. In a way, like she's holding it in. It's like we've finished this epic journey, but there's still a slight tension to it.
That whole section that just happened, that da-da, da-da, this actually sounds like kind of a little bit of a playful section.
Yeah.
Where maybe she can pretend things are all right.
Yeah.
And now it's transitioning into something maybe more into reality.
Yeah. We're getting a build here. It's almost like the fact that there is no words. There's no specific meaning being assigned. It's just up to you to feel and to almost interpret it yourself.
Which is genius because there are multiple endings that you can choose.
Oh.
They are drastically different decisions.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I don't really think any Souls game ends happy.
Yeah, I mean this doesn't feel like triumph at all. It just feels like, well, we finished what we set out to do.
Yeah, whatever that was. It's interesting too, the structure of this song. I feel like we have the main theme, main motif in the beginning, where it's saying, this is where I am at the moment. Yeah. This is the state of things. Then it goes to this, what they just did, kind of, in my opinion, this more playful, where she can kind of pretend, you know, how she'd like to feel. And then it goes into like more of a resolution of a finish, of an ending, but still ambiguous of what the emotion is.
Yeah. Yeah, so interesting. It definitely has a beautiful quality to it.
Mm-hmm. Did she come back, or is it just now she's gone? Now she's gone. Oh. Dude, ending that way with just the silence.
Gosh.
I felt like she was left in a pit by herself, and the camera scrolls back, and you're like, sorry, girl.
It's like, this is it.
So lonely.
Yeah, there's definitely a feeling of loneliness that you get from that. You're just left with the result of your quest. Like I said, it doesn't feel like triumph, but it doesn't necessarily feel like grief either. There's something past both. It's just this feeling of completing something that was required, and
now we're in a weird sense of existence.
Yeah.
So here's the question for the comments. Sakuraba wrote almost no music for the exploration sections, just boss themes and some ambient tracks. The silence is the score. So tell us, do you think the silence makes the music hit harder, or does the game need more of it?
Let us know in the comments below. And with that, cue the score!
You score!
Cue the score!